We're going with fate again! Fate is a lie! It's a lie!
Good mythical morning.
You like my 2-time pick and putt winner's jacket?
I do like it.
I just had it mowed.
Oh, you did?
I plan to keep it forever.
Looks very comfortable. Well, our greens are kind of clashing. I think it would look better if that went over my green sweater.
Well, there's only one way to make that happen, Link. It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, Rhett won the 2 previous matches that we had, but today we're gonna be testing our Ikea knowledge. So,
and as a big blonde man, I identify very much with the Swedes.
Okay, so when was the last time you went in an Ikea though?
It's been a couple years. I got lost, I got scared, and I have not returned.
Yeah, it's huge. There's a lot, I mean, you could set up an entire golf course, not just a putt-putt course in one of those places, but I feel like I learned everything there is to know about Ikea a few years back when I assembled a chest of drawers and nearly had an emotional breakdown. So this episode may need a trigger warning for me. It's time for Pick and Putt Ikea edition. Welcome to the putting zone.
I will now cede the glorious winner's jacket to our very own Ikea stock boy, Chase, until he very likely returns it to me in about, 10 minutes or so.
Oh, okay. We'll see how that goes. As you can see, our pick and putt course has 3 holes representing 3 different answers, and we're gonna be asking a series of questions about Ikea, and we'll putt our answers into the hole that represents our guess. Hopefully.
Each putt counts as a stroke, and putting into the wrong hole gets you 2 extra penalty strokes. Whoever has the lowest score at the end of the game is golf, wins the right to keep the coveted winner's jacket or receive it for the first time. Hey, it can happen, man. Anything can happen.
We have got a system of
ironically, this is still
pendulums.
being powered by Chase. He's in the next room on a bicycle making all this work, so don't be alarmed.
So we gotta putt through all 3 of these things, and then you have to hurdle over them in order to get to the hole.
Yeah.
All right, since you won last time, for the last time, you get to putt first, but we should hear the question.
Yeah, you want to hear the question?
Yeah.
Stevie, we'll like to hear the question.
Okay, just because HBO's Game of Thrones had a multi-million-dollar budget doesn't mean they didn't know how to save a few bucks. One of the Emmy Award-winning designers for the show admitted to using a particular IKEA product as a well-featured GOT prop.
Really?
Was that IKEA product a collection of IKEA faux fur rugs used to create the capes for the men of the Night's Watch? A flatus basket used to transport Daenerys's 3 dragon eggs? Or a store-sent glass carafe featured as the vessel from which Cersei Lannister poured her excessive amounts of wine?
And I can see that those are the 3 things that are swanging.
So you've read and watched all of Game of Thrones.
Yes, but there was no mention of IKEA.
And I've watched and read some, and I also did not pick up on that. Okay, so the basket for the eggs doesn't make any sense because I know enough about the show to know that's such a central feature. But glass can pass as glass. Because what you're gonna do, be like, can you make a custom glass?
Glass is glass.
Glass is glass. So I think it's the carafe. Now, gentlemen's agreement. You don't have to putt down the middle. You can bank it, but you got to start in the middle.
Yeah.
You
Agreed.
down with that?
Agreed.
Okay, so I'm going on the left side. I'm banking. I'm trying to get to the carafe.
He has cleared the swingers.
You're
You're really close to fur rugs.
Ooh. This is gonna be difficult to come all the way across and get into that carafe hole.
Is this fate screwing with you?
I mean, there is a line to this, but man, fate is telling me to go with fur rugs. But no, they wouldn't use fur rugs. There's so many materials available to designers these days. I'm gonna try to get into the carafe hole.
This is not an easy putt for McLaughlin. He's going for the hole farthest from his lie. And
I caught the lip.
you caught the lip of
I
basket.
caught the lip of basket. I caught the basket lip, and I'm going in there. Whoa, boy, if I'm wrong,
3 strokes.
that's gonna be
for
a
McLaughlin.
serious faux pas.
All right. I disagree with you.
Okay.
I definitely don't think it's that vase. That's just too manufactured and recognizable. I actually think it's the furs. Because a fur is a fur is a fur. I mean, they're going to have to use fake furs anyway. You might as well get them on the cheap and then start putting them together.
Sound reasoning.
I'm going to try to bank it in the same way you did because you ended up near the rugs. Thank you for that information.
Okay.
Oh, I almost went in basket. I did clear these puppies.
I think you can make it in fur in 2. That should happen.
Yeah. See if I can do this.
Woo! All right, he's in fur in 2s.
That's at least what I wanted to do. But Stevie, Is that what I
Okay.
should have done?
While dragon eggs and red wine may make for a fine brunch in King's Landing,
Dang it!
it was the faux fur IKEA rugs
Oh,
that
man,
costume
Link!
designer Michelle Clapton admitted to repurposing into capes for the celibate men of the Night's Watch.
Look, I get a pre-winners thing.
It also means red. You get 5 strokes for
Yeah.
this round, and Link, you only have 2.
Oh gosh.
It seems that we have a chef suspended on the course.
He's gyrating, thanks to Chase. He's really got a couple of open veins on his arms that you can put into, and then
Wow.
a mouth hole.
He's hungry, apparently for more meatballs, Stevie.
Yes, 3 bowls of meatballs sit before you, but only one holds the famous IKEA Swedish meatballs. Although traces of horse meat were found in IKEA meatballs throughout Europe in 2013,
I remember that.
none of these balls are horse balls. Which meatballs are from IKEA? Meatball A, meatball B, or meatball C?
I think A tastes better than B.
Honestly, I have very little to go on here, but you got to go first because you just took a big, commanding lead.
Now, you don't want me to stand up here, right? You just want me to choke up on this puppy?
Please.
I think that they all are tasty. I think it's A. I'm feeling it. I wish it were B because if I feed the chef, it comes out a blue tube from his scarf. Okay, yeah, that's his scarf. And it's aimed right at B, whereas A and C, we got that gyration. So I'm hoping that the left hand goes to A.
So you're going for A.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Too hard. Help a man out.
All right, so that's 1 stroke. Okay.
So you're learning a lot from my mistakes here.
Okay, all right, that's 2 strokes. I mean,
Oh,
it's-
but I can go from
yeah,
here
but you
now.
can go from there, yeah.
There it goes. Come on, Chase, work with me. Woo!
Okay, all right.
Drops it right. So we did learn that is the correct one.
Man, okay. Woo! Man, my instinct is that it's A as well. I'm not confident about getting it in that daggum hole. Okay.
Dead gum. Oh, he has made it in 1 hit. He has learned from my mistakes, but he has almost landed in B.
to B.
All right, now you should have listened to Fate last time. Fate is sending you to B now.
If you're right on A, from a game theory standpoint, it's logical for me to go for A. Because if I'm wrong and I go to B, then I basically completely erase any advantage. Or I go way up.
You go way up.
I'm going to go with my instincts because,
Go all the way up.
man, but I didn't trust Fate in the first round, and I should have, and I wouldn't be here right now.
Everything you said is true.
All right, here's the thing. I'm not going to go with Fate. I'm going to go with instinct. And if I'm wrong, I'm never not trusting Fate again in this game.
All right, so I'll take that long play.
Okay.
Okay,
The
Stevie.
best-selling IKEA item in the world is not a piece of furniture, it's their meatballs. And those meatballs were in bowl B.
Dang it!
Fate!
I'm going to trust Fate from now on!
Go with Fate forever.
Ever.
In this game.
Forever, I'm just a man of fate. If you've been thinking about joining the Mythical Society, you should do it right now because through October 21st, in celebration of my birthday month, we're going to give some deep discounts to select 2nd and 3rd degree memberships over there. So go check out all the details at mythicalsociety.com.
And check out these fans. We got like a typhoon sensation happening down
Typhoon
here.
sensation.
Yeah.
Stevie, what are we trying to figure out?
For the biggest IKEA fans in the world, there's an actual IKEA museum in Sweden, which has featured all kinds of hardcore IKEA-centric exhibits over the years. Which of these is not an actual exhibit to ever appear in the IKEA museum? A virtual reality IKEA kitchen in which you put on a VR headset to virtually walk around an IKEA kitchen and do fun things like open drawers and cook meatballs. A home futures exhibit in which IKEA shows you what they think homes will look like 50 years in the future. Or a talking holographic image of IKEA's founder, Ingvar Kamprad,
Oh, Ingvar?
who will tell you a brief history of IKEA on a loop all day long.
Ingvar,
He goes all day long.
you're still in the lead, Link. It's shrunk a little bit, but you're still in the lead. I'm talking about the lead shrunk.
The talking hologram totally makes sense. VR kitchen of existing kitchen versus a future kitchen. That's how I'm torn because they have a lot to gain by just like people experiencing their existing kitchens. But like futuristic homes, I think it's that one.
You think it's futuristic homes?
I think that does not exist in the museum, even though that seems like the coolest thing.
The coolest thing.
So I'm gonna give this some gusto to get past this gust, and then right down the middle. Get ready, Ingvar. Oh!
Ooh, fate
was
was
close.
fate was sending you to VR Kitchen.
Oh, I can't quite make it. All right. Yes.
Okay,
right
futuristic
there.
homes. Well, first of all, I don't think anymore. I just let fate decide my whole life.
Oh no, fate doesn't decide until after you've gotten close to something.
No, I have to have an intention. So my intention, I don't know, man. VR Kitchen makes all kinds of sense because everybody's on that. A talking hologram link is expensive, unless it's like one of the cheap holograms. I think the talking hologram is not real.
So are you going for a bank shot?
I think I can get an almost straight shot to it. But here's the deal. If I'm sent somewhere else by fate, I will follow the winds of fate.
You shall. He's hit the fan, and oh, fate seems to be telling you
Fate
to agree
just-
with me, right?
Fate sent me to futuristic homes, and I no longer question fate. I don't question fate. Should I question fate again? Because maybe I could get the lead.
You said you would follow fate. Nothing else matters. You committed to it. How good is your word? If you go back on fate and your word, who are you?
Listen,
you're not my friend
here's the
anymore.
thing. If I follow fate and I'm wrong, I'm never following fate again.
Well, this is quite a lot of talk about something that doesn't exist. Speaking of what doesn't exist, which one is it?
Although there is a section of the IKEA museum dedicated to the history of IKEA, there is no holographic Ingvar.
I'm never going with fate again. Fate is a lie. It's a lie. Wow, we got an Excite Bike like Plinko board, and then we have a bridge over troubled gold. Okay, what are we trying to decide here?
IKEA may be known as the go-to spot for cheap college dorm room furniture,
Yeah.
but shoppers with a taste for the finer things may also find something they like while shopping at IKEA. What is the most expensive item sold at IKEA?
Dun dun dun.
Is it the new Teed stainless steel self-cleaning double oven with automatic locks and quadruple glass doors?
Quadruple?
I mean, how many glasses?
4.
Four glasses?
The Good Morone Tolkien Katovic white double countertop sink/cabinet set made with solid wood drawers and environmentally conscious water-saving faucets.
Man, that's so sleek and Swedish looking.
Faucets know about the environment.
Or the Lidhult 6-seat corner sleeper sofa with pocket spring support and a built-in pull-out bed.
Zach, can you Photoshop a dog on that couch for scale? I can't tell how big it is. Oh, crap. Okay. I'm going
You
first.
got to go first, so I'll just listen to your reasoning. I'm interested in it.
I mean, those faucets may be environmentally conscious, but I think that's the least expensive of the three. So it could
Nice
be a
couch.
$12,000 couch.
That's a big couch.
I think it's the couch. Of course, none of that matters if I can't even get over this Plinko board.
Right, yeah. There's,
Right,
there's a
one
lot
stroke-
that could go wrong here.
You gotta kind of be in the middle in order to get over the bridge. You ever stop and think about how many people are watching right now? Like
You mean like thinking like a professional golfer?
1 million people watching us right now. Watching me putt.
Well, now that you put it that way. Yeah, hey man, you shouldn't have put that
I
pressure on
psyched myself
yourself,
out.
man.
Dang it. It did hit the plate.
But-
No!
Yeah.
God darn it!
Okay, so that counts. It did hit the planks, or the planks. And so now we're saying that this is a drop here, and you have to hope that it stays in the middle. Oh, nice, nice.
It's not gonna be easy.
And this is your third shot. Always practice swing on the outside of the golf ball, just like the pros. Oh, wow,
I'm glad I wasn't even thinking about the holes, and double sink is the one I was not going for. You know what? I'm gonna let fate decide. Fate is telling me go with the oven, and I'm going with fate.
Fate has let me down.
Come on, fate, don't let me down.
Okay, so
All right,
that's oven and
4
four.
strokes.
You got me nervous here. Now I'm thinking about the millions of people watching.
I wouldn't say millions.
I
I might
never-
say million.
I mean, over time, millions, maybe. Okay, here we go. Man, this is...
Don't go too hard or too soft. Oh, nice. Plinko action. But you
Oh,
so
no.
wide.
Oh no!
Red.
Oh no! It can't happen. It's mathematically impossible.
Yep, you're gonna have to do a 2-putt just to position.
But what if I just go so hard? Man, I don't know what I should do. I think I gotta go for it, Link.
Oh shoot.
I think I gotta go hard.
All right. Oh, dang it! Oh, and you almost went in the sink. See, you forgot about the holes too.
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Wow, okay. There's a lot of different options here. We could tie, you could win, or I could win. And it all has to do with whether or not I'm, whatever the
sofa
right
in the
answer
oven
is.
You cannot putt to oven unless you're gonna 2-putt.
There's just no way that double sink is more expensive than sofa. And since you're already in oven in 4, I
gotta go with the
gotta
sofa.
go with sofa. Now fate is telling me to go to double sink, but you know what fate did to me last time?
Okay, he has landed in sofa.
And now for the reveal. IKEA's double sink cabinet set will run you $1,016, and the double oven will set you back $1,499. But the big ass corner sofa will cost you the most at $3,829.
I was right and I lose.
Wow!
Link, if it makes you feel any better, Zach did Photoshop a dog onto that couch.
Oh, it's much smaller than anybody ever
Oh,
thought.
that's a really overpriced couch.
Wow. Boy, I almost lost it, but I get to sleep comfortably tonight in my stiff jacket.
Oh man, that was crazy. And who won really? You.
That's right.
Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
My name's Tina. And I'm Carly. And we're at IKEA in Ontario, Canada. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
They got wheels at IKEA.
We should get a slice of that.
Click the top link to watch us try IKEA candies and more Swedish treats in Good Mythical More.
And to find out where the wheel of mythicality is gonna land.
Curious about the Mythical Society? Well, in celebration of my birthday, new purchases of 2nd and 3rd degree monthly and quarterly plans are available at a huge discount through October 21st. Join at mythicalsociety.com.